Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be comparing two palettes. We've got a very affordable £4 palette from Makeup Revolution. This is the Reloaded Iconic Fever palette. It comes with 15 eyeshadows from matte to shimmer shades, and then we are going to be comparing it to the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, which is $39.50 at Debenhams. Also, Urban Decay have their freestanding stores, of course, and of course they have their website. So yeah, this is the Urban Decay Heat palette, even though I keep calling it Neat throughout this video. And as soon as I got this palette, I was like, this looks very familiar. I mean, a couple shades are different, as you can see, but overall the feel of the palette is very similar. So I want you guys to try and guess which side is which. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section and let me know if you were right once we start the video. Is it this way? Is it this way? You know, I find it so fun to guess which side is which, so yeah, let me know your thoughts. But if you do want to see these palettes compared as well as swatches, then definitely keep on watching. Okay guys, so here we have the Urban Decay Naked Heat swatched on the top, and then we have the Makeup Revolution Iconic Fever on the bottom. This is not the full palette, there are more shades, but this is all I can fit on my arm at the moment. But as you can see, they are very, very similar. Makeup Revolution does have a couple extra shades in, well actually one extra shade here, and then one extra shade before this shimmer that the Naked Heat by Urban Decay does not have. So I purposely left out those shades from Makeup Revolution and I will swatch them at the end. But comparison wise, they are very similar. The only difference I can see is like this one is more of like a reddish gold, whereas this one is definitely more of a copper. But apart from that guys, they are very, very similar. Okay, so here we are with the rest of the swatches. Once again, the top is Urban Decay Naked Heat and the bottom is Iconic Fever by Makeup Revolution. So once again, very, very similar colors. You can definitely tell this palette is meant to be a dupe. But once again, I did skip a couple colors from the Makeup Revolution palette because they weren't in the Urban Decay Naked Heat. In Naked Heat, you get 12 and in Makeup Revolution, you get 15. Okay guys, so here we are with the 3 shades that are extra in the Makeup Revolution palette. I mean, they're cute shades. You have a light kind of satin shadow, and then you also have a transition brown shade. As you can see, it is my exact skin tone, and then you have this orangey shade. So it is a nice addition to the palette, but I suppose they could have done something else, like something more fun. This doesn't look very fun. So here we have the two palettes together. Of course the layout is different, but the shade selection is very similar. The only difference really is, I would say, this burgundy shade over here is a little bit more purpley mauve in the Makeup Revolution, and then this deep dark purple shade in the Urban Decay one is also kind of more of a deep dark brown in the Makeup Revolution one. So the undertones of the deeper shades are a bit different, but overall the whole kind of palette is very similar. I'm going to do Makeup Revolution on this eye and then Urban Decay on this eye. Let's start with this one and see how it applies on the eye. So it's not the deepest brown, but it is the one before it, and I'm literally just going to press this into the crease, so it is like a peachy transition shade. So I'm happy with that. Now in the Naked Heat one, they seem to have only 3 matte transition shades here, so I'm going to go with the middle one, which is called Sourced, because that looks similar to what I used on this eye. And I'm also going to press this on. So whoa, a little bit deeper. It seems to be more of a orangey brown rather than a peachy transition shade. These Urban Decay ones definitely come out a bit darker on the eye than how they look in the palette. But Urban Decay shadows are really good. They're really pigmented. They blend really easy. I like that as a base transition color. So what I'm going to do is go in with the Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm going to take the deepest kind of transition color in this palette to kind of make them match. So hopefully this will deepen it up. Yeah, this shade is a little bit more similar to the first one that I used from Urban Decay. I'm gonna go in with a second layer of the Urban Decay one. Okay, so far I am happy with how they are both looking. They're round about the same shade. So yeah, let's go in with another color. So next I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in the middle. It is like a warm toned, really, really warm tone, almost burgundy brown. And I'm gonna start putting this straight into the crease as well. So this is very pigmented once again. You can definitely see the shade and it's blending with the shade underneath it beautifully. So I'm going to clean off my brush, and then from the Urban Decay palette, I'm going to take the shade He Devil, which is this one right here. Once again, a really, really warm tone red brown. And I'm also going to put this into the crease. Super pigmented once again. Tap off the excess because that one's getting a bit too much. And then I'm just going to diffuse it. Okay, so far I'm loving both sides. However, there is like a slight difference. It seems like the Urban Decay one is more deeper, just one drop darker than the Makeup Revolution side, but I do like both sides. So yeah, I'm cool with how far we are. So I think for the Makeup Revolution side, I'm gonna go in with the deep dark purpley brown color, and I'm just gonna keep this right on the outer V to deepen it up. So that is very pigmented. For a £4 palette, you really can't complain. I mean, it's showing up, it's not patchy, looks gorgeous. I'm gonna carry that into the crease slightly. Should have chose a different brush for this. So of course I'm gonna go in with the shade Ashes from the Urban Decay one, and this is like a really deep dark purple. Seems a little bit more purpley than the Makeup Revolution side, but we will see. So let's go ahead and apply this. So it's round about the same pigmentation. And I'm also going to start carrying this a little bit into the crease. Overall, they look very, very similar. I'm definitely getting a similar look from the palettes. I have to be careful when picking the shimmers because I don't want them to be too different. Okay, so this shade seems to be very similar. Wait, which side is which? Yeah, this one is the Makeup Revolution side, and then this is the Urban Decay Scorched. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade on my lid. Now, what I will say is the Makeup Revolution shimmers seem to be a little bit more tightly packed. There's not as much fallout or pickup as with the Urban Decay one. With the Urban Decay, I accidentally pressed my finger a little too hard and I got tons of powder coming out. So I mean, the Urban Decay shimmers are really, really soft and really pigmented, but they are really soft. So that is a difference in the formula. Whereas the Makeup Revolution ones, you can like swirl it around and there'll be no fallout from the shimmers, but you still get pickup on the brush. So I'm gonna go in with it dry, and you can see very pigmented. Oh, I should have done a halo eye. I'm obsessed with halo eyes, but this will have to do. So as you can see, the Makeup Revolution shimmers are very pigmented. And just to remind you guys, this palette is £4. So I mean, you can't really, even just buying it, you're not really expecting much, but to get this. So what I'm gonna do is take a dab of the dark shade from Makeup Rev and just diffuse that on the outer V, blend it into the shimmer. And then one last time with the warm tone brown, just to diffuse the crease. So I've cleaned off the brush, and now I'm going to flip it to the other side and take Urban Decay Scorched, which is this one right here. And I'm also going to use this one dry. Wow, very pigmented as well. Very similar shade as well. It's like a rosy copper color. And then I'm going to repeat the same steps. So taking Ashes first, the deep dark purple, and just diffusing the shimmer on the outer V, and then in with He Devil, diffusing the crease. Okay, so here we are with the eye look. I think they look practically identical, guys. Like, if you didn't know they were two different palettes, you wouldn't be able to tell they were two different palettes, if that makes sense. I think they look exactly the same. So now I'm going to try the inner corner highlight. So of course they both palettes only have one light shimmer, so it is like a light kind of pearly gold shimmer. So I've cleaned off my brush. Now I'm going to take the shade Ounce from Urban Decay, which is the lightest shade. I think it's a shimmer. And I'm going to put this on the inner corner as well. Okay, wait. Let's try that again. It's almost as if it's not as reflective as the Makeup Rev one. Do you see what I mean? The Makeup Rev one has like that shine of gold, and then this one's just like, is this matte? Oh my god, it's actually like a satin matte shade, which is horrible. How could you not have a light shimmery shade Urban Decay? How? So I'm gonna take the Makeup Revolution one on this side just so I could match. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go off camera, complete the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to tell you my thoughts on both palettes and which one I think you should get. Okay girlies, and I'm back. So here we are with the final look. Once again, the eyes look so similar, you really can't tell that I used two different palettes. So in my opinion, these palettes are definitely dupes. The only difference is of course that the Makeup Revolution one comes with a couple extra shades, 3 extra shades to be precise, and it is also £4, so that is of course a big plus side. I mean, it's still very vibrant on my eyes. If anything, the shimmer is a little bit more vibrant than the Urban Decay one. Now that everything is said and done, I do kind of like the Makeup Revolution side more. I feel like you can see every single color I used compared to this one, which is kind of blended all into one. But of course that is just my thoughts. You guys can make your decision. This is up to you. But me personally guys, if you're following my channel, you're most likely here because you like affordable makeup, and this is £4 compared to £39.50. But if you do want to get the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, I definitely recommend it if you have the money to spare. Like I said in my review, it's definitely worth the money if you have the money to spare. But if you don't have £39 to spare, Makeup Rev do have a dupe for £4. Let me know which eye you did prefer and which palette you do prefer. And as always girlies, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are so close to 60,000 subscribers, and that is absolutely amazing, mind-blowing. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I am beyond grateful for your support, and yeah, here we go to 100k. Woo! I really want to get my YouTube plaque. I've been doing YouTube for years guys, years, and to have a YouTube plaque would just be amazing. But anyways, that will all come in God's time. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.